guys, welcome back to Tanks with the Final. Today, as you'll probably see in the title of the video, we will be looking at the Standard B. It's the Tier 9 Italian medium tank. Of course, the Italian line is quite new to World of Tanks. It's only been out for maybe 4 months, 3 months. And it's quite a different line in terms of its guns compared to, well, pretty much every other line. And the reason for that, so we start off lights, go to mediums, and stay at mediums the whole way. Anyway, back to the guns. So the guns on it are what they're called auto reloading. So it's kind of like a single shot, it's kind of like an auto loader. You can use it as either or, but the difference is it loads one shot at a time. So if you fire one shot out of your 3 shells in the magazine, you will then just reload that one shot, which will take you 9 seconds. If you fire 2 shells at a target, you've still got 1 in the chamber. So you've got 1 that's ready to go at any time, and then 1 will reload in 11 seconds, and then the other one will reload in 9 seconds. So 20 seconds to reload 2. If you empty the entire magazine, you've got a 30-second wait, you've then got an 11-second wait, and a 9-second wait for each shell to be loaded. So to get the most DPM out of the Standard B, you generally want to do both. So if you have an opportunity and it's a small window, because of course it takes 3 seconds between shots to fire each round, but if you've got 6 seconds to deal as much damage as you can to a tank before they're going around a corner, or you need to pull back so you don't get shot at or anything like that, you can do just over 1,000 damage. With 3 shots at 360 average damage each. Now, there's some points where you will want to do that, but it's not a good idea to. For example, if you are out on a flank by yourself, and there's 3 tanks there, you're not going to want to empty your entire chamber. Reasoning for that is, if you empty all 3 shots, you're then going to be reloading for 13 seconds. If you then fire that shot to try and keep them at bay, you're then going to be reloading again for 13 seconds. Now, most Tier 9 mediums, 6.5 seconds is kind of their reload. So if you're waiting 13 seconds just to fire 1 shot at a time, the other mediums, they're going to get 2 shots into you before you can even fire 1 back. However, if you have support, or you're in a platoon or anything like that, and you see an opportunity where you have enough time to pull back after firing to reload an entire 33-second clip, by all means do it. Deal as much damage as you can, then pull away, let others take the shots, and take the hits, reload your whole clip, and then carry on. So it's situational in terms of what you'll use or how you'll use it and when you use it. It's definitely a learning curve, because it is a different it's a whole different way of playing, basically. So, yeah, it's the gun, nice penetration, 260mm with APCR, which is your standard ammunition. Then you've got 330mm with your heat, and 105 with your HE, which isn't bad. Any light tank or artillery, things like that, 440 average damage, which is pretty nice. Now, with the crew that I've got, and the tank gun rammer, medium tank gun rammer, the vents and coated optics, my stats are a little better. So instead of a 2.3 second aiming time, we've got a 2.16, and our accuracy is 0.33 with our DPM going up to 2300. Now, the DPM, again, it's hard to measure because it depends on how you're using it. So that's basically if you're firing 2 clips, so 6 shots. Anyway, so that's pretty neat. It's not slow at all. It's got a specific power of 21.53 horsepower per ton. So you'll easily be able to get around the map. And it's got an amazing traverse speed of 60.51. Hit points aren't too bad, 1700. However, don't expect to bounce anything on this tank. Anything you face will penetrate you anywhere. You can't side scrape because you've only got 25mm of armor, so any gun 76mm and over will overmatch that. You can get some miracle bounces off the turret, but it's not something you want to rely on at all. And then, of course, your spotting and your signal ranges is right up there as well, especially if you've got something like coded optics. Anyway, so well, let's jump into a game and see how it goes. The Lakeville map. I believe it is. Here I'm in the Standard B. Of course, we are top tier, so it's 4 tier 9s per team. Big shout out to Alex the Kid though. He's in this platoon this time, and he's in his Object 430, I believe. We'll see more of him later on. But basically, yes. So top tier on this game. I have rushed through to the town, and I have a couple of mediums and a heavy backing me up as well. Right, so as you'll be able to see how I'm playing this tank basically here. So because I have some support, if I have the chance, I will fire every shot in my magazine, then pull back, let the others take the shots as well. Basically just to get as much damage as I can. And there the IS-3 gets me. More of him later. But getting that track out, no more shots, pull back, let the others take some spots as well. I'm trying to see here if I can, if the IS-3 is going to pop back around and we get a shot into him. Don't believe he does though, so that's fine. He'll pop his head around at some point. But now it's more of a waiting game. Generally, in a medium tank, I would very rarely go into the city on Lakeville. I would generally more hang around the valley or the middle of the map, especially if I've got gun depression. And likes of on the Standard B, it's roughly about 8 degrees gun depression, so it's quite nice. There's the ONE there, so we'll see if we can deal to him a bit. Now, I mean, the penetration on the gun is so high, so most tanks, tier 7, tier 8, can struggle to go through the front of a ONE without gold ammo, but on this, I mean, its penetration is so high that it doesn't even blink down straight through. But it is tier 9 to tier 7, so that is a little bit expected, especially on tanks that have the tier 10 gun, but just different gun handling skills than the tier 10. So the tier 10 of this has four rounds in the clip rather than just a 3. Now here Alex pulls in front of me, so I'm screaming on Discord to back up so I can finish off the ONE. It was so close to me popping a round back to his turret. Not on purpose, of course, by accident. I'd never shoot you on purpose, Alex. Awesome. Anyway, so we take another hit there from the IS-3. So he's really starting to get on my nerves. He's taking too much health away from me, and I really want to get him dealt with. So here, there's still plenty of tanks over there from the enemy team. We are currently up 4-3, and just trying to see what we can get done here. So again, I've still got Alex supporting me just behind, and there's the IS-3 just popped up, and there's also an IS-6 there. So here I'm not necessarily trying to side scrape, more as just to show as little of my tank as possible when I try to take the shot. And then we'll take the IS-6 out as well, so that was a good kill there. So now the heavies and the tank destroyers moving up. I can use the mobility of the Standard B to shoot forward and ahead of them, especially so I can creep up on the back of this IS-3, and we'll see if we can make his day. 2 shots, he's done. So I already had a shot left in the clip, so that loads in 3 seconds, and now I'm just waiting for the rest of my clip to load. So I don't really want to get into a head-on fight with the enemy tanks and only have 1 or 2 clips and be reloading, because if you have 1 or 2 clips, 1 or 2 shells in your clip and then you fire, it resets the reload time for the next shell. So if you're 1 second away, or even say if you're 2 seconds away from your shell loading and you're tempted to take a shot, sometimes it's better not to take that shot, because you'll have more damage capacity in the clip. So you'll have, you could have 2 or 3 shells rather than 1 shell with another one reloading. However, if it's, if there's one tank or you're by yourself or anything like that, and you have the opportunity to take a gun out of the game, and you've got 2 seconds to do it, and you've got 2 seconds to reload, just about every time I would take that shot rather than waiting for the next one to load, because if you can take a gun out of the game, that's so valuable. It's about as valuable as any shot is, taking another gun out of the game. But of course situational, so you can make your own decisions there. So we are currently 12-5, and I take a big hit from the Jagdtiger there. That was some bad play on my part of things. I really shouldn't have gone out so wide, and here I'm very worried of getting shot by someone that's left as well. So I go up around the left, following this Stridsvagen Swedish tank destroyer in front of me, and that mobility just gets you up here like nothing else. Get spotted, I believe I get proximity spotted by the Jagdtiger, but we have a full clip, so we've got 3 rounds, and I just want to unload into him. Now the reason I'm unloading here is there's so many of us around. We've got this one in the bag, and I want to do as much damage as possible. But I mean, the tanks that are around him, they're going to get as much damage as they want as well. Quite interesting here. I actually thought we had finished the game. I thought everyone was dead. So I'm sitting here waiting for the victory bit to come up, and it doesn't. So I think, oh my shit, it's I better carry on. So we're looking for the AMX. Now, no, T92. Eyesight's horrible. Around the map. No, it is an AMX. My eyesight is shocking. Anyway, so we're going to just get on the map. There is a couple of tanks capping on the enemy base, and it turns out we never actually find the AMX at the end of the game. I'm pretty sure I've got my screenshots from the after battle report, so I'll pop those up in a second. But yeah, it wasn't too bad a game actually. Didn't fire any gold, didn't need to. There's only 4 tier 9s on the enemy team. They were quite soft anyway. But yeah, so we'll cancel it there, and I'll pop up the screenshots. For some reason, the screenshots weren't actually uploaded. So you'll have to take my word on it. It wasn't too bad a game. I think it was about 4,500 damage done. Other than that, we'll catch you next time. Thanks.